According to the spiritual teachings of Florence Scovel Shinn, the entire system of life operates under divine law, and when a person aligns their thoughts, words, and beliefs with this law, invisible help begins to manifest automatically. Today's special message is particularly for those 5 zodiac signs that are currently under special divine attention, but the real truth is that these teachings are not limited to zodiac signs alone. Rather, they are for every individual who wants to move out of obstacles, lack, fear, and despair into blessing, peace, and success. Florence Scovel Shinn explains that invisible help is not magic or fantasy, but the result of a definite law that comes into action when a person abandons complaint, fear, and doubt, and adopts faith, gratitude, and right speech. When we repeatedly say, "It is difficult for me," "I have nothing," or "My circumstances are bad," we are actually issuing commands against ourselves, because speech functions like a command, and the universe considers it its duty to obey. But when a person begins to say, "Every path is opening for me, God's help is with me, and provision is following me," then invisible causes start forming in ways the mind could never imagine. For the 5 zodiac signs receiving invisible help today, the message is that stalled matters will begin to move, blocked paths will open, and help will arrive in ways beyond logic. However, Florence Scovel Shinn's spiritual teachings clearly state that this help remains only when a person consistently keeps their thoughts and speech pure. If today there is prayer and faith, and tomorrow complaint and despair, the system breaks. That is why today's special message should not just be heard and forgotten, but made a part of life. Florence says that when a person surrenders their life to God and declares that what is meant for me can never pass me by, the fear of loss disappears. Invisible help often arrives at the moment when a person is completely exhausted and every door appears closed, yet that very moment is when nature opens a new door. These 5 zodiac signs are passing through a phase where their tests are nearing completion and reward is close, but reward comes only to those who do not issue judgments against themselves through their own words. Florence Scovel Shinn also teaches that before receiving what you desire, you must believe in it and give thanks for it, because gratitude opens the door to what has not yet appeared. If you say, "When I receive it, I will be grateful," that is a message of waiting. But if you say, "I am grateful that I have already received it," that is a message of faith. Today's special message is to place faith first in every matter of life, and the result will follow on its own. Invisible help does not mean that you do nothing. It means that you do your part honestly and leave the rest to God. When you insert fear and doubts in between, you yourself block your help. Florence says that when you are ready for something, that thing is also ready for you. The only requirement is to make your thinking worthy of it. For the 5 zodiac signs receiving invisible help today, the message is also to release old pain, past injustices, and former failures, because dwelling on what is already past only refreshes wounds and blocks new grace. When you say, "Bad things always happen to me," you attach your identity to negativity. But when you say, "The best always happens for me," you attach your identity to blessing. Florence Scovel Shinn's spiritual teachings explain that a person's identity becomes their destiny. If you see yourself as deprived, deprivation will follow you. But if you see yourself as deserving of divine favor, grace becomes your fate. Today's special message is to begin each day with renewed faith and accept that what is yours will surely reach you. Invisible help often comes through people, opportunities, and sudden decisions, so never consider any person or situation insignificant. It is possible that the same becomes the means of your help. Florence says that when you treat someone with kindness, you are actually opening a new door for yourself. For the 5 zodiac signs this message is intended for, they should reduce complaint in their speech and increase prayer, keep their thoughts pure, and fill their hearts with calm, because inner peace is the greatest sign of invisible help. When the heart is restless, understand that faith is weakening, but when the heart is calm, know that help is near. The summary of Florence Scovel Shinn's teachings is that life is not working against you, but with you. The only condition is that you understand its law and learn to move in harmony with it. Today's special message is not only for 5 zodiac signs, but for every person who is waiting for invisible help. Change your thoughts, change your words, and watch your destiny change.